Yeah, okay. Things may have gotten a little out of hand. It's going to take a lot of work. Let's get to it. Oh. Well, greetings and salutations. Boy, it's been a minute, huh? Had some shit going on, and pardon my French, but it's just going to be that kind of video. So, wanted to take a minute here and just talk to you guys about what's going on with me. And if this is not your type of video, I totally get that. But, I've had a lot of people commenting on previous videos and sending me emails wondering where I am, how I'm doing, stuff like that. So I figured I'd make a video here and just kind of hit the high points. And while I'm doing that, I will be playing a bunch of B-roll of me getting the shop back into a shop-like state, because it, as you can see, it kind of got out of control there for a little bit. And I'll get to some of the reasons why. But I just wanted to, talk to you guys because I think you deserve it. Not that there's a whole lot of you watching anyway, but, for those of you that are and that have reached out, I am truly humbled by the fact that strangers that watch my videos all over the world have reached out with concern about where I've been and if I'm going to be continuing to make videos. Yes, I am going to be continuing to make videos, so I'll just get that out of the way right up top. Starting with I even have bullet points. I made a whole list. What's been going on with my health? I have struggled with my weight my entire life. And in January of this year, I had reached the heaviest that I have ever been at 480 pounds. Yeah, I know, that's a lot. And one of the main reasons that happened is because about 3 years ago, my family suffered a pretty substantial loss. We lost my stepdad, and he was a huge part of my life and a huge part of our family, and married to my mom 25 years, and it's just kind of one of those situations where cancer's a motherfucker. And so we lost him July 3 years ago, 2021, I believe. For the first few months, I was in dutiful son mode and helping my mom transition into the new normal that she would be facing. It wasn't until after the first of that year, about 6 months later, that I was truly starting to actually process my grief. And I process grief by bearing it under cheeseburgers and pizza. I eat my way through my feelings, and I always have. That's just kind of who I am. And because of that, I noticed that my weight was starting to get out of control and got on a medication called Kaisemia to help with that. And Kaisemia is a metabolic booster and appetite suppressant. It's prescription only. It's a pill that I took once a day, twice a day. I don't remember exactly, but one of the side effects of the Kaisemia, because it's basically speed, was I was pretty much moderately high for a lot of the time. Not so much that it impaired, everyday functions and like driving and working and stuff like that, but enough to the point that I didn't feel comfortable operating a table saw. So I kind of stepped away from the shop for a little bit while I was on the medication. Well, a little bit turned into a lot of bit, and eventually I stopped taking the medication because it just wasn't working because I was still eating, and it just was a whole thing. It's toothpicks. Don't get excited. Good container though. So that's that. And because I stepped away from the shop, things out here in the shop went into disrepair, and things just stopped being a shop and started being a workshop. Started being a garage again. So where does that leave us now? Well, beginning of the year, I was like, no, enough's enough. This has gone on long enough. I'm tired of just sitting around being fat and miserable. It's time to get my, ducks in a row and make some actual changes. But I didn't want to go back on any medication because I've done the medication route twice, and both times I've gained the weight back. And I figured if I'm going to make a lasting change to my lifestyle, it has to be through my own mental fortitude and willpower. Because of the changes that I've made, I've lost almost 50 pounds since the beginning of the year, which, I lost about 30 pounds, and then I kind of plateaued a little bit, and for several months just kind of was gained and lost the same 10 pounds over the course of several months. But in the past 2 months, I've really buckled down again and focused up and lost another 20 pounds, and I'm continuing to build that head of steam to be healthier. And I can tell my energy levels are coming back. My mobility is drastically increased. I can get up off of the floor without having to use a chair or the couch to basically lift myself. I can actually do it from just if I'm on the floor, I can just stand up, which is, substantial when you have bad knees and you weigh over 400 pounds, close to 500. But the other thing that all of this weight loss and this head of steam has given me, it's given me a sense of motivation. I feel encouraged to get back out here and make stuff. I remember the first time that I, put a saw to a piece of wood after 2 years, and that hit the sawdust, and that endorphin rush is like, oh yeah, that's what this smells like. That's what this feels like. That's that rush that had been missing. So it's definitely encouraged me to kind of get back out here and do some more stuff. Welcome to Florida. The other huge motivating factor to me getting up off the couch and actually trying to do something productive is in February I lost my job, and I had been with the company that I was with for over 10 years, and it was kind of one of those, me and several other people in our organization were let go because of cutbacks or reorganizations or whatever corporate gobbledygook excuse they gave me. And I got a decent severance and I have some savings, so I've been kind of living on that over the past 6 months while looking for a job. While they say the unemployment rate is so low, that's because everyone has a job, and the people that are actually looking, it's more and more difficult. And I'm compounded on that because of my mobility issues and my weight. I kind of have to have a work from home position, and companies don't want to do fully remote work for the type of stuff that I have been looking for. So that's been a challenge. If you work in corporate America, you know exactly where I'm coming from. And if you've never been in corporate America, then you're one of the lucky ones, because it sucks. But I made the decision that I wanted to go freelance doing some video editing stuff. So if you know anyone that needs video editing, let me know. Taking a couple of odd jobs here and there, and eventually I want to get to the point where I could do this full time and have be content creating in the workshop and building stuff my full-time gig, because I think I'm pretty good at it, and it's also very satisfying. So that's where what I'm trying to do with my future, I guess, is a way to say it. I'm going to continue my weight loss stuff, and I'll continue to give you updates on it. So the reason that I'm sitting down is because it's hard for me to stand and talk for a long period of time, and I knew that this was going to be a long talking head video. So that's kind of where we're at. As far as the future of the shop, you can see from the B-roll that I finally got, or actually you can just pan around here, you can see that I've got it back to a semblance of, hey, that actually looks like a workshop again. I've got a lot of projects that I want to do. Number one, my air conditioner, Emma, if you remember that video, needs some massive overhaul. I need to build a dust shroud up top to keep the dust out of it. And I also need to redo the refrigerant pipes on the outside, because one of the things that nobody ever mentions in any of the Mr. Cool install videos is that the insulation on the pipes, the refrigerant pipes, is not UV rated. You have to have it covered, and I didn't realize that. All of the insulation around the pipes has just completely deteriorated, and you can see some B-roll here that I'm showing you. So I need to re-insulate all the pipes and then build a cover for it out there so that I can actually turn it on and use it again, because it's the middle of the summer right now, or towards the end of the summer. It's beginning of August. Anyway, whatever you call that. So I need to get the AC back up and running here, because I spent a lot of money on it and I want to be able to use it. So that's a lot of stuff. I also have a lot of projects that I want to do around the house and build some stuff. So I have ideas and lots of fun, cool stuff that I want to be able to show you guys and take you along on the journey. So if you have any ideas for projects or things that you want to see me build or tackle or whatever, let me know. Drop a comment down below. How can you support me? That's another thing here. Number one, just watch my videos. Subscribe to the channel. That's the biggest thing that you could do to support me if you want. I do have a Patreon if you are in the mood to support someone fully like that, and I have various different tiers. My Patreon is shared between me and my other channel. I do nerdy reaction videos of me in the studio and in my Clubhouse. So I've got Big Lou's Workshop and then Big Lou's Clubhouse, where I do reaction videos to nerdy TV shows like Game of Thrones or House of the Dragon, rather, and a bunch of Star Wars and Marvel stuff. So if that's something that you enjoy watching, you can go ahead and subscribe to that. I'll have that linked down below as well. But I'll be putting out a lot of stuff for Patreon, for the workshop channel, some exclusive stuff, a lot of videos. I'm going to go back through all the videos that I've posted to this channel and do like a lessons learned segment or series on, just what were the takeaways that I learned doing a certain project, or what would I do differently. So if that's something that interests you, then that would be something to do. I also have merchandise that you can buy. I'm not wearing my Big Lou's Workshop t-shirt right now because, honestly, it don't fit, and I'm working on that. But I've got t-shirts you could buy. I've got project plans. A lot of you have got my the plans that I made, or the cut list rather, that I made for my mobile bandsaw cart. I have actually full build plans for that now that I'll be selling on the website, as well as build plans for all the other stuff that I am going to be designing here in the shop. So I also have barbecue dry rub. You've seen my smoker in a lot of my videos, and I have my own barbecue blend that I make and stuff, and that'll be for sale on the website as well. So if there's things that you would like to support me with, you can absolutely feel free, and I would be incredibly humbled and incredibly grateful for that. So that, I think, is going to do it. I've hit all of the talking points on my list here. Guys, I am very excited about the potential for the channel and the workshop and just my life in general, and taking you along for the ride, I think, is going to be very, very rewarding for me, and it'll help keep me motivated as well. So again, I'm humbled by everyone who's reached out over the past couple of years saying, hey, are you okay? What's going on? Are you coming back? What's the status? Stuff like that. So I hope that you share this video. And if me getting up off my ass and getting motivated again has motivated you in any way, then share this video and hopes that we can keep the motivation train going, because life's too short to not do anything productive and just sit around, even though sitting around is satisfying sometimes, but there's a lot more life to live, and that's gonna kind of be one of my mottos going forward, is that there's too much life to live to not do it. So anyway, no, I'm okay. I wear my heart on my sleeve a lot of the time, in case you didn't realize that. But so that's going to do it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you're still watching here at the end, drop a comment down below and say that you've watched till the end. I greatly appreciate the support. And don't forget, stay inspired, stay motivated, and stay safe. We'll see you next time.